Hello everyone, let's continue with our discussion on Kuntak's theory of Vakrokti or Vakrokti-jivitam-6 as given in his book Vakrokti-jivitam. Students, in our previous videos, we had discussed in detail about the basic concept of Vakrokti and the three different categories of Vakrokti as classified by Kuntak in Vakrokti-jivitam. We had discussed in detail Varn Vinyas Vakrata, that is phonetic obliquity, then Pad Purvarth Vakrata, that is called lexical obliquity, and then Pad Prarth Vakrata, that is called grammatical obliquity. And today we are going to talk about Vakya Vakarata, that is sentential obliquity, that how obliquity or Vakrata operates at the level of the sentence formation. So let's get started. Students, this Vakya Vakarata or sentential obliquity refers to the striking effect that is caused by the deviation from the common mode of constructing a sentence. And here one thing I just want to make it clear to you that Vakya Vakarata combines in itself the three essential virtues of a good poetry, because the sentence is not a single word, not a single sound. It is a compact or blended effect of all. So in this way Vakya Vakarata operates at three levels. It deals with the content of the poem, it deals with the linguistic beauty of the poem, it deals with the poetic delight or the pleasure which a poem gives. So that's why Kuntak has mentioned that Vakya Vakarata combines three essential virtues of a good poetry, which are Swabhav, that is natural charm. Second one is Almkara, that is ornamentation or embellishment or the use of figurative expressions. Then the third one is Rasa, that is delightful poetic experience. So all these three combined together make a good piece of poetry. And all these three get the true realization or true expression in the composition of perfect Vakya, perfect sentences, or the sentences which are patterned on the principle of obliquity in terms of Kuntak's concept of Vakrata. Students, as an attempt to create the total poetic effect, Kuntak looks at Vakya Vakarata or explains Vakya Vakarata as the index of the poet's skill, because it comprises all three entities of the poetry, which are Swabhav, Alamkara and Rasa. And as we have seen in the discussion on the first three categories of obliquities, we have seen that different constituent elements of poetry like words, meanings, they contribute their own part to the poetic beauty, but the unique skill of the poet comes out clearly, distinctively through its overall composition. That's how the words are arranged in a particular sentence to just give a specific meaning or to give a specific sort of delight or pleasure to the audience. And as the range of the Vakya Vakarata, which is mainly concerned with the pleasurable poetic content, because if the content will be pleasurable, only then only the Almkaras will be there to enhance that beauty, enhance that pleasure. And if both these things, the Alamkaras and the Vastu, they are pleasurable, only then the Rasa or the poetic pleasure can be enhanced. So in this way, this range of Vakya Vakarata is mainly concerned with the pleasurable poetic content that is described by Kuntak as Vastu. And it is also explained or described as Vastu Vakrata. And Kuntak has just discussed about two sub-varieties or sub-categories of Vastu Vakrata. One is Sahaj Vakrata and another one is Ahare Vakrata. Sahaj Vakrata deals with the natural content and Aharya Vakarata is something imposed, something superadded. We just talk about both these sub-varieties of Vastu Vakrata in detail. Students, when the Vastu has its own innate charm and is presented without heavy embellishments in a simple style, it is called Sahaj Vakrata. And in other words, we can say when the subject matter is endowed with natural grace and beauty, that is Sahaj Saundaryam, and its inherent beauty by itself is enough to capture the hearts of the refined reader. And in these cases of creating the Sahaj Saundaryam, the expressions are to be delicately adorned with subtle alankaras, taking care to avoid overdoing it. And Kuntaka advises that in the case of Sahaj Vakrata, the poet must exercise adequate discretion while choosing words from out of the many charming expressions that the language offers. And we can say that the poet has to be careful in the use of words and expressions. He has to select those expressions which are the most appropriate ones to convey the intended idea. And the next one is Aharya Vakrata, that is imposed obliquity. Students, this imposed obliquity consists in the creation of original poetic subjects, and its beauty combines both the inborn genius as well as the acquired skills of the poet. The subject matter is not only an imaginative matter. The poet do not create out of non-existent things in the words, but they imagine a divine beauty in the things that merely exist. So thus we can say that in a poetic expression, when the abundant use of lamkaras is studied or superadded with skillful and ingenious expressions crafted by a poet gifted with originality and enterprise as well. Such unique creative alankaras do enhance the charm and brilliance of the narration. And the poets invest the ordinary things with a unique excellence with the help of their genius and skill. And when the expression attains a heightened beauty due to the use of the poetic skill, we have Aharya Vakrata. So students, in this way, Kuntaka has explained or described Vakya Vakarata in his Vakrokti-jivitam, and he has just mentioned Vakya Vakarata with reference to Vastu Vakarata, that is the poetic content. The point is that while talking about Vakya Vakarata, Kuntak is talking about that how the overall charming poetic effect is created by a poet by using his pratibha, by using his kavya kaushal, that how he just blended together the content and the beauty of the language to create the poetic charm. So thank you. That's all about the sentential obliquity. In our next video, we will talk about episodic obliquity. Thank you.